built the 9-point lead, and it looked like things were kind of going your way, but then after that, it's hard to come up with an explanation what happened. I mean, they kind of went on a long run.
They turned their pressure up, and we melted. I thought they were very good as far as pressuring us, and our guys, got rattled, couldn't take care of the basketball, and I thought they scored a lot to get back in the game by turnovers that led to easy bucket at the other end.
It seemed like you kind of sensed something coming too. You called a timeout when they got within 5, I think.
Because again, it was turnovers that was leading to some easy baskets for them, and call timeout, try to get them settled down, and it was just the same thing. And I mean, it was just I think we probably have 3 or 4 turnovers in a row, and that led to some easy baskets for them. And we played some 2-3 zone, and they were driving us, and we didn't cover it very well. They scored and went back to man, but again though, it's in the 3 conference games that we played, I thought that we've done some good things, but at the same time, I think the things that cost us the games are offensive board and turnovers, and that continue to be one of our Achilles heels. As far as guys, just got to be tougher, and find ways to take care of the basketball, find ways to catch the basketball. I mean, we're shooting a pretty good percentage, but when you don't get those chances of scoring, it's really hard to put up numbers on the boards because we're turning basketball over.
And even when you're playing well, that seems like that's a tough team to defend. I mean, they do a lot of things that are good on the perimeter, and they send the shots inside.
Most certainly. They're very skilled and well-balanced, and we knew that. You look at their starting 5, all of them are pretty close to being double-figure scoring, so it's not like you can take away one thing. You got to take away a lot of things. But I thought our defense was set up to do so. But it's really hard to set your defense up when you're turning basketball over and that leading to easy baskets.
Yeah. One stat I guess that stood out is they scored the 31 points in 22-12. Then they scored their next 31 points in 12-46. That kind
of. And that's one thing we addressed, during the course of the game. How many points we gave up at halftime compared to, how many points we had given up. But again, when you give up 23 points off turnovers, that is hard, and that led to easy baskets. It's not like we were just turning over a dead ball going the other way. I mean, we were turning it over to where it was directly leading to easy basket at the other end.
It felt good at the half, didn't you? Mark hits the shot, pitched up by 3 after you were down much of the half. Real solid first half from Mark and going to the locker room, and then you came out and it kind of extended for a bit until that.
Most certainly. We were coming up with some stops because of how we were defending, and like I said, they got great confidence going because our guys, especially our perimeter guys, could not take care of the basketball. So I thought that gave them great energy, and then they kept going after it, and they're a very, very good defensive team. I watched multiple tapes on them, and they do a great job. I mean, they beat Belmont, which is one of the top teams in our league, and Belmont had to scrap for it, to get that win. So they're a very good defensive team. They're very athletic. They got quick hands. They can guard. They can score. They got shooters in Rackley and Williams, and that can make basketball plays. And they just competed us today.
We were ahead at halftime, even though they had 5 threes. They only hit 1 3 in the second half.
Yeah, looking at their stats coming in, they were making 5 threes a game, and we played some zone, and I thought we were a little bit too soft in the zone, but yet I thought they were still making some tough shots, in the zone. And I try to keep our guys' courage going. That hey, they're making tough shots. That's gonna happen if you keep defending. But again, though, it's what we did to ourselves that was caused by Jacksonville State pressure on their part, which is great, but just lack of toughness on our part.
How big a factor was it when Reggie picks up his 4th? I mean, here's a perimeter guy to maybe help with the defensive situation there. Was that tough?
Most certainly, because he kind of set the tempo for our defense a lot, and he's another ball handler that you have on the floor, especially during pressure. So and not having him hurt because now you got other guys that have to dribble the basketball that are not great dribblers. So most certainly it hurt us.
Messer, like I say, he real strong first half. They ended up with 14 and 9. Jones with 15 and 6. I mean, Michael did some nice things there in the first half.
Oh, he did.
really
I thought he
kept
was
going.
solid. I thought one of the best things he did for us in the first half was he came up with some offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
You know, he kept some possessions alive to where we were able to score. I mean, we had some easy shots off of offensive rebound based on Michael Messer, but I thought he was, you know, pretty solid for us, and especially defending a bigger, more athletic guy. You know, I thought he's doing a great job for us.
Is this one any tougher to swallow than the other ones?
They're all tough. They're all tough to swallow. They're tough to swallow because of, you know, I've said this all year long. You know, our record is 4-9, and you know, I just feel like we don't let teams beat us. I think we beat ourselves more than anything. And I'm not taking away credit from any one of the teams that we played. You know, but you know, dating back to Missouri, you know, I thought our turnovers again hurt us and bad shots. You know, I wanted to walk away saying, hey, we gave them all we got, and they beat us. I wanted to say the same thing for all the games that we've gotten beat. Is, hey, let's be solid. And right now we're just not a very solid team from a fundamental standpoint.
And short term too.
You know, that's how our league is set up, and you know, we've done the same thing last week, and I thought our guys came out and played extremely well against Eastern Kentucky. So I'm looking for our guys to have great concentration tomorrow and walk through on Saturday to hopefully we can walk away with a win on Saturday.
Thanks, Coach.